We're live.
We're live.
We're live.
Hey everyone.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy hump day. But there's a reason that they called it that, right? It's not for the silly reason that we think.
Do you know why?
I think it's got something to do with the fact of the week. Like it's the hump. Like you're halfway through the week. So Wednesday is like the hump. You've made it to the midway point and then it's all downhill from there. Right? Does that kind of make sense? That's what I think it is. So anyways, so yeah, hope everyone is doing well. I see some friends joining us and I see that yay, you made it.
I see our guest.
I see our guest
and
is
here
with us. We will announce her momentarily. We're gonna have an interview with a really cool artisan that we're super excited about.
Yay.
So yeah, I'm just gonna give it, one more minute just to, let people jump on, whoever else is going to jump on.
Carol's on there on Sugar and Moon.
Oh, hi Carol.
She's incognito.
She's incognito.
So
got it. Yeah.
So that remembered.
I know. That's really cool. All right, guys. So, we are here. Hi. We're
do you want to set it up to have our guest join and then we can say who our guest is?
Well, first we're going to talk. Do we want to talk about who our guest is first, or do we want to just bring her on?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
What do you guys want to do?
What do you want?
Yeah, because we're what
I say, Ben.
Hi. So what we're doing here is every week we're coming to you live to introduce a new female entrepreneur or just an interesting female. That's what we do here at the Collaborative is, kind of support and, show off, if you will, wonderful, amazing, interesting women.
Yep. And today, let's just tell them.
Let's tell them.
So today we're gonna have Leah
Ford, the guitar player from Runaways. No,
I can't speak today. It's been a day already. We won't get into that, but we're gonna have Leah from Lady Manipura Creations, and we're gonna try and dig her up right now.
All right, I'm gonna come dig right now.
So
yes,
we're gonna invite her in.
Hi, folks. Okay, so let's rustle her up. Okay. All right.
Hello.
Yay! Hi, Leah.
Hi.
Hi. Are you outside?
I am. It's just so nice out, honestly. It's like cooler outside right now than it is in my house. So it's so warm today. Yes.
Oh, like your hair, sister.
Thank you.
You guys get matching colors.
I love the pink situation. That's awesome.
Right?
She's the one that.
Yeah.
She's the hairdresser.
I'd like to get my hands on this. So, where are you right now? What neck of the woods?
So I'm in the burbs of Philly, like northeast of the city-ish, more north. So about a half hour outside of the city, which is nice. It's close enough that I can enjoy the city from a distance, and also, whenever I'd like to go there, it's not far. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. And is that where you run your business and your, Your jewelry,
Yeah, so
the things that you do
I
which
do
we'll
it
get into.
out of the house. Usually I do the wire wrapping, and then if I need to do metal fabrication work, I go to my dad's shop, which is like a 20-minute drive from here. So it's not too bad. I don't have to rent my own space at the moment while I'm still living somewhat near my parents, which is nice. So
That's
yeah.
very good. Very good. So, I mean, tell us about what you do.
So I do wire wrapped and metal fabricated jewelry. I usually buy my stones from people in the community that I've made connections with that have reputations in the community that sell to other people that do what I do. And I also went to Tucson last year for the gem show, so I'll also go to local gem shows, or I'll travel out to Tucson once a year if I can, to spend a lot of money on gems.
Think about that. Yeah, that sounds really amazing. I
It's
mean, how could
incredible.
you not, right?
Yeah.
You have to come out and see us when you're that close again.
Yeah,
It's just another 6 hours.
or we'll have to just another 6 hours, or we'll have to go meet her there. 'Cause I'd love to check out that gem show. Although, yeah, it's probably very dangerous.
It definitely
But more for you with what you do. So the wire wrapping, that sounds really cool. But what is the metal fabricating? What does that mean?
So I'm self-taught with metal fabrication, but I did get a lot of help from someone who employed me locally that does pewter work. So she hired me, who I still work for part-time actually. She hired me based on my wire wrapping, and she kind of taught me how to solder. And then from there, I went and started soldering silver. So when I say metal fabrication, it's kind of like layered metal with stones set. And sometimes I'll incorporate the wire wrapping. And for the wire wrapping, I use all different kinds of gauges. I'll usually create a frame first, and then to figure out where the stone's going to sit, like a central focal stone maybe, and then figure out like a design from there. A lot of my stuff is free flow, so I kind of just get a central idea and then fill it in as I go along, and it usually just comes to me. Yeah.
Do you have anything there that you can show us?
Yeah, so this was my 10-year anniversary piece right here.
Oh, God, I love that.
That's
So
so you.
that's a really nice one. And then so I'll have metal fabrications in here too. This was a semi-recent one that I did.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, you know, we've been looking at your stuff online, and I saw both of those pieces. They're amazing. Like, I think it's so amazing. Not only do you make the metal and design the metal, you also do wrapping, and you also do the setting of the stones. It's like, that's super creative.
Thanks. Yeah, it's been a long road of kind of, figuring it out. It's a lot different working with pewter versus silver, because silver, it just like needs more heat and a lot of centralized heat. Pewter melts at a very low temperature. So learning that first, I was like, oh, I can really give heat to the silver. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. That's cool. That's interesting. Yeah. Well, how long have you been doing it for?
So it is now. I just posted a few days ago that it's my 10th year now. So it has been 10 years since I started wire wrapping. I started doing metal fabricated stuff probably like 3 or 4 years ago at this point. So.
Okay. That's cool. And
So that's asking a question.
oh, okay. Do you do men's
I
rings?
do.
Someone wants.
Yes. So I have like, just as an example, like I do a lot of bigger styles just specifically for men, and I actually do really well with these at festivals because men can't normally find rings that suit them and also are big enough.
Right.
So I make up to size like 15 or 16, and I bring those to festivals, usually like the thicker bands, the bigger setting, to kind of bring it in towards like a more masculine appeal. I have like seamless bands that's like internally soldered, and then
Okay.
so that's nice for something
Nice.
like a little less. It's not as subtle, it's more subtle, sorry.
Right.
More subtle, so that it,
It's ornate and yeah.
and it's also nice if you work with your hands consistently and you don't have to worry about anything getting caught. But yeah, I do men's and women's, all kinds of stuff. So yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's so nice. I love that one.
What is she doing? She's looking
And
for,
she says,
she's looking for
yeah,
a
she's
new-
looking for a new wedding ring, I think. I know, I need to be
a new
closer.
ring for Jen.
Yeah,
well,
she wants a new ring,
Soulette-
so we'll put you guys in touch.
Yeah, we'll hook you up, Soulette.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. So you got another customer. So how do you stay motivated? Like what is motivating for you in doing this type of work?
Well, I will say, being a woman in a traditionally male-dominated industry, specifically like wire wraps, more so metal fabrication, like engagement rings, wedding bands, all that stuff. It's like almost always been male-dominated. There's a lot of misogyny, and it's like really hard to work through it and kind of almost set that aside and just kind of focus on your goals and stuff. But I love feeling a sense of like success and growth as I'm like progressing, and I'm really pushing to be acknowledged and make a name for myself. I'm taking like a metal fabrication, stone engraving and stone setting class. Actually, I leave on Sunday for a whole week to go to Kansas. I'll probably be the only female in the room, but I am very excited.
I mean,
So yeah, that's one of the things, is like I feel very motivated by just being a woman in this path that I've chosen, here.
And you're very talented at what you do.
Thank you.
yeah, your stuff is amazing. It's very unique.
Thank you. I want to stand out because there's so many of us. You would have no idea. I'll add someone on Facebook that's like a wire wrap artist, and we'll have like 800 mutual friends, and they're all wire wrap and gem people. It's insane. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot.
I guess there's a lot of people, but like you said, mostly men, and so your goal is, I guess you could say, would be to be a leader, a female leader in this industry, and do a lot with this. Like, is this your main career path, is doing this jewelry?
Yes, it is. I also technically have 2 other jobs, but they're both part-time / seasonal. So I still work at the metal art studio twice a week. And she treats me really, really well. We're like best friends. So our like working relationship is just awesome. And like, I love just sitting and like vibing next to her, because she's also like an empowered woman in my life who owns her own woman-owned business, and only women work there, just 3 of us. And it's just awesome. Like, it takes me away from what I do for a moment, and I'm able to focus there, and I can kind of split my brain a little bit and give myself a mental break from what I do all the time. And then I do Eagles drumline for the Philadelphia Eagles, and that's usually seasonal. So we have gigs starting to come up, and we have preseason stuff starting to come up, and rehearsals and all that. So we're almost back in full swing soon here. It's kind of crazy.
Fun.
Yeah.
So you all, do the drumming.
Yeah, I play.
It's funny.
I play cymbals. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that must be really satisfying.
It is. It's super fun. And we're all just like, really separately talented individuals that like really just want to have any excuse to play together. Like we all can't do this anymore besides this and teaching children and teaching them how to play drums and stuff. So it's really nice.
That's cool.
My sister works there, so she's always
Oh,
videotaping them, and she's like,
nice. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Very
It's so fun.
cool. Oh, wow. So where do we find your stuff? Like, do you sell online, in person? You mentioned before that you do events.
Yeah, so I sell mostly through Facebook. Honestly, a lot of my online sales are through Facebook. I have my website, I have Instagram. So my Instagram is this one. It's lady.manipura. On Facebook, I technically have a jewelry page, but I usually just post to my main account because I've accumulated so many people there. So that's Leah Delphine Hines on Facebook. And then my website is ladymanipura.com. But I also do a handful of festivals usually throughout the festival season. I just got that back into swing after COVID stuff because that was just like a very long break for not doing vending festivals. But I do art shows and like local concerts and stuff. I do a lot of small indoor things, usually in the winter. So yeah, I'm all over the place.
Let me ask you a question. So, Lady Manipura, is that,
Yes.
am I pronouncing it right? So, how did you get that name?
So in 2010, I actually started hula hooping, and I really was like getting into like the chakras and like learning all about like the stones that coordinate with the chakras and like everything like that. And the Manipura chakra is actually like the solar plexus. And I was like, when I was hula hooping, I'm like, oh, well, I tend to be really balanced here. That's where you comes from. That's where like your center is and all that. So Manipura Creations was actually the first name I gave my hula hoop making business when I would buy tubing and I would tape the tubing really fancy and sell hula hoops. So that lasted for a little bit, and then that eventually just transitioned into jewelry. Once I started doing that, I was like, you know what, I'll keep the name. It makes sense. So
That's great. I love that. That is super awesome. And I mean, and just my mind's a little bit blown too, you know, about that you made hula hoops. Like,
and that's another big community. So like the flow prop community, like my husband and I spin a lot of flow props. Like there's fans and staff, double staffs, like hoops, all kinds of stuff. And I just was so connected and drawn to hula hoops. When I first started, one of my friends put one in my hand and like we just started playing around, and then I went down that path. And that's like a whole other part of my life. It's insane. But yeah,
wow.
you'd be surprised, like the craftsmanship behind like really quality like hula hoops. They're just insanely well constructed. It's wild, and it is a very major process. I will say that.
That's so cool. That's really interesting. I mean, I didn't even know that, you know. I love it, right? I mean, that's super awesome. And it's part of, you know, it's like all this stuff is all part of your creativity, you know.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's all really creative, interesting kind of stuff, you
And
know. That
you're a Sag, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I feel like I resonate Sagittarius a lot. Like, yeah,
Fellow Sag.
yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Do you know you're rising?
What is it?
Do you know you're rising? You're ascending?
I don't remember. No,
Okay.
I don't
just
remember.
curious.
Yeah,
That's-
I used to know, and then I just like, that's gone. I have to
Yeah,
look into that though, because I'm always curious.
Yeah, well, it makes a difference, you know.
Yeah.
It's so interesting because they say not to get too much into it, but you know, I guess your sun sign is who you are, but like they say your rising is how you are and how you appear to other people. So it's always really interesting to know what that is. But do you have any advice for other women who may want to, you know, start something creative or become an entrepreneur or anything like that? What would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. I think like staying true to yourself while also like helping to like build up those around you and be a part of the community. Like that's the biggest thing you can do is like find your community and like really get in there and get involved. Don't be afraid to talk to people, to fellow artists, and people that do what you do, because people like really admire that, and it does help a lot to have people that like, you know, either will offer constructive criticism or advice or answer any questions you might have, or also give you pages to post on social media, because that always helps me with like Facebook. There's all kinds of like groups for jewelry that like we're all a part of. We have some like group chats. We're actually doing like a wire wrapping retreat my two wire wrapping friends are hosting in Tennessee. I believe it's in July, which is very exciting. But I love stuff like that. So like getting everyone together, yeah, like really getting involved and like doing galleries and just like meeting up if you know local people and like really just like getting in there. But not overworking yourself is like one of the biggest things I have to say. Like build yourself up, grow, level up, but like give yourself mental breaks or you're gonna burn out and you're gonna be miserable. Because I still do that, especially when all my jobs are in full swing. Like Eagles season, I get so tired because I'm like consistently pushing myself like way too hard, and I always need to kind of reel it in. Like,
yeah, it's good that you recognize that though, because that's really important.
Yes.
You know, and it's like then you get nothing done, you know, sometimes.
Exactly.
You know, if you overdo, spread yourself too thin. But yeah, the mental breaks too, you know, very important. Very important. That's good advice. Yes. Absolutely. So well, I think we already kind of heard it, but if possible, do you have a fun fact about yourself?
Yeah, I feel like I was actually going to say about, you know, having my other jobs, and like as much as jewelry is my main source of income, it is really nice to have other things to do. So it's like I like having those other jobs. So that was going to be my fun fact, is that I have other jobs.
Yeah. You're full of fun facts. I mean, that's all the, I mean, everything you do sounds so interesting and fun and creative and stuff. So yeah. So I know you had mentioned earlier how people can find you and find your jewelry and, you know, help support your business, but do you want to tell us again, and, you know, so people can hear?
Yeah, sure. I'm probably going to share this, you know, after as well, if I can. But my Instagram is here. This is the one that I always use for jewelry. It's lady.manipura. My website is ladymanipura.com. And then my Facebook is Leah Delphine Hines. And that's my personal, but also my business page. So anyone's welcome to add me there. I have way too many friends because of that, but it's totally fine. Yes.
Phone ringing in the background.
Got a phone and an answering machine here.
Spammers.
Of course, like it never does except now.
We forgot about that.
Yeah, but that's great. You know, I think and shows like if you can, I don't know if you have stuff laid out or if you have a few, you know, different items that you can show us together one more time to get kind of a real visual about. There we go. Oh, wow. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And it looks like, from what I can tell, it looks like what, maybe copper, silver?
Yeah.
And
so I use mainly sterling silver and fine silver, but I sometimes also use tarnish resistant copper. Some people prefer it, and I'll do that for custom orders too, but I like to make some copper pieces from time to time. And then I use gold fill, 14 karat gold fill, so it's pretty much just a cheaper option than pure gold, but I will use gold too if someone requests it. But yeah.
Yeah, those rings are amazing. And what was the other metal you said you used, or was there? Am I wrong about that?
Gold fill and gold, and then tarnish resistant copper, sterling silver.
Okay, so those are the main metals that you work with. Okay. Very nice. Your stuff is beautiful. Yeah. And, you know, I think hopefully next month you might surprise everybody with maybe having us do a giveaway of one of your pieces.
Yes, I would love that. Yes. I haven't chosen one yet, but I do want to do that.
I'm sure we can, whatever you decide is, you know, good to do that with. That would be super exciting. So everybody, you need to, you know, definitely tune in next month. Let's see, we're in April right now, so May. we will be doing a giveaway for one of Leah's amazing pieces of wire wrapped jewelry. So you do not want to miss that. Right?
And then also, what's today? Wednesday. Also, on Friday, this Friday, we will be picking a winner for our April. I'm like, what month is
Right.
it? Our April winner.
Yes,
So
we will be picking, and that was for Moonlit Madness jewelry, and she had very, very different stuff. She has a cute little
Right there.
packet, actually. Yeah, that I'll just show real quick. Yeah.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, she has a unicorn pen, a little pin, and a cute pair of bunny earrings. And back here, there's like this really cool heart rainbow magnet. Yeah. So she does a lot of super cute things and stuff with beads as well. So yes, but we're also super excited about yours, and it was so great to actually kind of meet you finally and get to talk to you and learn more about you.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. It's our pleasure.
Yeah.
Yes, and maybe maybe we'll have you come back on when we do the giveaway if you want.
Yeah, sure.
And show it. We'll figure it out.
Okay, yeah.
If you're up for that.
Absolutely.
Yay! I know it looks so nice there today too.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
Well, enjoy the rest of your day there in Philly. And
it's evening there now.
Yeah, right? What time is it there? It's 3 hours later, so
It's like 6:30.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be heading
evening.
there next month.
Thank you guys.
Thank you
thank
so
you so
much.
Leah.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.